Welcome back to Quick Sixer. It's your boy Pat Artist with Brittany Fernandez, our resident awesome human. Coming up on a birthday very soon this month, on the 31st. So say what's up to be when it's her birthday time. Anyways, we're gonna do a quick sixer because we're not gonna drag anything out.
You and
Um,
me?
yeah, yeah, we're gonna do a quick one. Hopefully, not trying to kill this Sunday. All the boys bailed on us, so fuck it. Anyways, we appreciate everybody. We're up to 2,220 subscribers on the YouTubes.
That's crazy. For someone who doesn't like being perceived
Hmm.
or looked at or talked to or
Hmm.
observed
Pretty
and who
much
hates her own
antisocial is what you're
voice,
saying.
I'm just like, I just trust that you will be involved in all of that,
Hmm.
back and forth with people who listen to us. And I'm just
Yeah,
going to drink beer and talk to my friend on camera. And
facts.
that's how I will enjoy this.
Yes, yes. But yeah, so let B enjoy her piece. Um, unless it's her birthday, then blow her up. But anyway, yeah, thanks to everybody who's subscribing on there. That's very cool. And or if you're checking out the podcast feeds, that's very cool too.
So crazy to me.
Really appreciate it. Hit that button if you're not subscribed yet, or the notifications so you can hear us on the 6th, 12th, 18th, and 24th of every month. Um, but anyways, that's enough housekeeping. Like I said, the boys have bailed, so we're going to talk about our very interesting weekends, I think, we've had this
Yeah.
past weekend. Um, mostly, uh, there's a few things we're gonna run through. So at the top, I'll just hit them with at the top, and then we can run through them. So we're gonna talk about. I want to hear a recap of how the horror festival went.
Hmm.
Um, we're gonna talk about Metallica and Limp Bizkit at
Hmm.
Nissan Stadium. Talking about maybe summer plans, maybe top five things about spring, or we can do top five worst things about spring.
Mm.
And then I'm gonna talk about being at a wedding as a plus one.
Oh God.
Yeah. So where zero people. And it is for me, for a social
For a
butterfly, that's
for a
pretty
talkie
rough.
talkie?
Yeah. Pretty rough time for me in my just in my whole body. But yeah, let's start with that. I don't know. B, are you itching to talk about any of these things in particular first?
We
Or do you
can just
want
go in the order of you what you said,
Okay. All right,
if
cool,
you
cool, cool.
want to do that.
I do. Oh, also, are you watching Yellow Jackets or have you watched Yellow Jackets?
No.
Okay. Please, 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 please.
I know. I
I know.
know.
I even think Jesse will like it. So,
Yeah. I we have it on our list. We watch a lot of things.
well, if it gets you any closer to that list, I think the first few seasons are on Netflix.
Okay. That's good to know.
Yeah. Okay. So I've been putting off this one beer for an episode, I think, because it's been in my fridge
My fridge.
for maybe a month now, just sitting at the bottom, being like,
And you
"You
don't leave
fuck."
things. Yeah, you're not one to leave things in there.
I'm not. I can't do it. And I don't even care if I don't like it. I'll drink it, or eat it. I've figured out my my biggest vice
Hmm.
is gluttony. I
Hmm. Me
Yeah,
too.
I like to eat and I like to drink things. I don't care what it is.
Hmm.
It's just, and it doesn't have to be alcohol or something bad or like right now I have a gallon of apple juice in my fucking fridge for no reason. Meg doesn't
Mm.
even drink apple juice. I just thought it was look good, so I got it. Anyways, oh, I also that's what I wanted to talk to. Yeah. Um.
That's so funny. I'm the same way. And
Yeah.
also, I feel like it's gluttony mixed with a little bit of FOMO, which we've touched on before.
100%. Yeah.
So,
100%. Okay. If anybody has watched this year's content, and for the last, I don't know, month or two, I've had this beer on deck and I've shown it off multiple times.
Oh, I know which one you're talking about, I think.
You do?
I think.
Take a guess, because I
Oh
think
God,
you
I
probably
don't
do.
mind put me on the spot. But I know which one
It
you're
is,
talking about. It's like a weird flavor,
yeah, it's
right?
definitely
And
weird.
you're not a flavored beer type person. Oh
That's yes,
God.
correct. You're so close. It's a dessert. It's a dessert treat.
Is it banana?
No,
Peach cobbler?
that's right.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yep.
I'm so excited
Brittany
for you to
got it.
try this.
I know you are. So I'm gonna do some blasphemy too. I'm gonna drink this out of this bearded iris tulip because I
You
already whatever.
crushed that.
Yeah, my bad.
I'm still drinking my beer that my friend brought me from Slovakia. But
Palisades.
you'll have
Yes.
to go listen to that review when that comes out.
Yeah,
But
which will be the following week from this. So
it's
on the
so
12th,
pretty.
you can check that out. But this is Southern Grist Brewing Peach Cobbler.
Mm.
Okay. And okay, let me hit you with the facts. It's hard to read in my neon
Your dungeon.
life, my dungeon, yeah. 6% says doesn't say what, oh, here we go. Here we go. Enjoy the warm embrace of this dessert style sour ale brewed with lactose, vanilla beans, cinnamon, and loads of peach puree.
That sounds bad. It sounds like it's gonna be bad.
Dude, I'm just gonna put this out there. I was a few beers deep, we'll say. We're not gonna say how many. And I pulled this out and I still said, nah, not tonight. One night. But
Telling. I think the sour ale or the sour whatever the description was.
yeah,
Conf I mean, I know that they're sour, but a sour peach cobbler does not sound
great.
appetizing.
All right. It doesn't smell artificial peach. So that's a plus
That's a
so far.
plus. That's a plus. I'm very curious. Also, I feel like if it was like a peach ring, like,
Okay.
fruited sour, I would be all in.
Yeah. Not thick like those milkshake stouts we were drinking for a
Ugh.
while.
Yeah, that's pretty.
Um, yeah, not it's not bad. It's got some condensation, but it's because it's hot and cold everywhere right now. I don't know why, but
It's it's May. I'm like, I have
yeah,
a whole sweatsuit and a beanie on because I refuse
I
to turn
know,
on the heat.
right? Dude, we put a screened in door on the back porch right now.
Mm,
It's fire. It
mm.
was a pain in the ass, but all right. Taste test on the we'll smell
Oh.
test real quick, I guess, right? All right. Honestly, the smell is good. It smells good.
That's a
It smells sweet though. You can smell
good
the
sign.
sugar and the lactose.
Hmm.
It's smooth.
Okay.
It's definitely a cobbler. This is not as bad as I thought it'd be.
Ooh, so you're putting it off and it wasn't even that bad.
It wasn't that bad. It's very sweet though. This feels like
Okay.
when you have cobbler when it definitely has like even the picture right here has like ice cream or something on it.
Yeah.
It definitely
Oh,
has.
so it's peach cobbler with the scoop of ice cream on
I
top,
think
which is
so.
just sugar, sugar, fruit
Yes,
with sugar.
this tastes like vanilla ice cream, but if you drizzled like that like a
Mm,
fake dessert spread or something on it, or
okay.
you know.
And again, I might be into trying that, but I don't know if I can drink a whole thing anymore, you know?
Yeah, that's why we. I mean, occasionally I'll do like tasting nights or whatever. Definitely around my birthday, but like this would be one I would definitely put on deck for that.
Yeah, like a
Like
flight.
it's yeah, like well we know when everyone tries a little bit
Hmm.
or whatever.
Yeah.
Not bad,
Good. I'm
not
glad
bad.
it's not as bad as you thought.
Yeah. Also, just want to shout out to this quilt hoodie.
Oh my God, I love that.
You do? You really
I
love it?
do.
Guess where it's from? Where you guys were shitting on it a
Oh
few
no,
episodes ago.
really? I hate it now.
I have matching shorts on right now.
We're both wearing matching sweatsuits.
Yes, we are, because we're cute. Anyway.
Mine is spiderwebs. It's from
Hmm.
Target, which we don't shop at anymore, but
I know. Mine's, well, Brittany
you know,
won't say where it's from either. Yeah. Quilted little
little
thing.
moment.
Little moment. There's big as fuck too. It's a 3X. It's like I'm swimming in
Oh,
it. It's so nice.
yeah. I love buying oversized shit.
um, okay, let's get into this.
Okay.
All right. I kind of want to know. I think there's a bigger question to talk about with one thing that I didn't put on that the top of show is I kind of want to know how tariffs are going to affect your life. But I think we should talk about it the whole group on like specifically like the fucking this anyway. This fucking bullshit tariff stuff that's going on is affecting my hobbies and I don't like it.
Oh
Okay.
no.
Just for example, out of the blue, Microsoft and Xbox raised their Xbox price by
Oh gosh.
$100 this week.
A
A hundred,
hundred?
a
Oof,
hundred dollars.
oof.
Um, and like I'm not a huge Xbox guy, but like I'm just saying that's there's a lot of hobbies in this room. Like but and they're going to raise up in price. But I think we should talk about that in a future episode with everybody. I feel like all of us have different hobbies like this could be fucking with.
Yeah. No, I agree.
Yeah.
It could
But
could dip into work and my business and different
exactly.
things, but at the moment I'm feeling a little like blessed that it hasn't touched me yet.
Yeah.
But I don't
Yeah.
doubt that it's coming.
Okay. Well, I'm just throwing that out one. It's a little tease for a
Little tease
future.
for the
So
future.
so we can talk about that in a different episode. But some exciting shit happened this weekend. B went to a concert
I
in
did.
fucking what was it? It was still May, but it's 60 degrees out, which is
Mm-hmm.
weird for May
Mm-hmm.
in Tennessee. Happened to be what the so it was Metallica, but the openers were Ice Nine Kills and Limp Bizkit.
Correct.
Did you go for the whole show? Do we
No.
miss it?
So it's funny because timing worked out for us
Mm-hmm.
every single move that we made at
Perfect.
this concert. I don't know anything about Ice Nine Kills. I don't know a song from them. I
Yeah.
don't, I wasn't in a position or a mood to then listen to someone that I didn't know because I was anxious to begin
Sure.
with
Yeah.
going
I mean,
downtown and dealing
Nissan
with
fucking
traffic.
sucks. Yeah.
Yeah, and dealing with people and just I go to bed at 9 p.m. every night, so I'm like, I gotta get ready for this late night I'm about to have.
Yeah.
And I might have smoked a little weed beforehand, and then it did me dirty. I should have just drank a beer. Should have drank a beer.
Mm-hmm.
I shouldn't have smoked weed. I was like, oh, this will just calm me down. No, it did the opposite.
Oh,
So, um,
facts.
yeah. So then on the way there was just traffic and me being anxious and blah blah blah.
Paranoia.
Yeah. So, but then we parked and then we were listening to Ice Nine Kills walking to Nissan Stadium. But I'm like, oh my gosh, it's so nice out. Like,
Yeah.
I
It's
got my little
crispy.
rain jacket on. Like, just
Cute. Little
I'm having,
Madeline
yeah,
jumping in
little
puddles.
Madeline. And then so we get in, we find our seats. Ice Nine Kills is done immediately. And I'm like, cool, this is great. This is very nice.
Mm-hmm.
Limp Bizkit starts up, no time,
Oh,
and
really?
they just go into it. Like
Fuck yeah.
they started with my way, and I just looked at Jesse and I was like, I wasn't ready, like I wasn't prepared. I thought he was gonna talk. I thought he was like, like
Yeah.
literally just came out and like started like, let's go. And I'm
Yeah.
like, I didn't know what was gonna happen. I'm like, I wasn't in the
Yeah.
mindset. But I love Limp Bizkit. I love Fred Durst. And while I was excited about Metallica, I was a
That's
little
where
bit
you're
more
there.
excited about Limp
Yeah.
Bizkit.
This is,
Yeah.
we're biased here. I would be too.
Yeah. And I'm like, 13-year-old Brittany. would never think that she'd be at the Limp
Mm-mm.
Bizkit concert.
No,
Okay, like you
it's
know,
amazing.
but Fred Durst is amazing, and I didn't realize that he lived in Franklin.
Does he?
Yeah, that's what he said. He was like, I live in Franklin, so it just took me about 30 minutes to get up in this bitch. My mom's sitting over there.
What?
Yeah, I had no
Okay.
idea. No clue.
Okay.
Um,
Sure. I mean, I'm sure Wes Borland does not live here, does he?
I don't think so. I'm not sure though. I'm not
That's
like,
crazy.
I'm not sure. But they
Anyways,
were great and they played all the hits and it was like nothing like, you
45
know,
minutes.
yeah, they played 11 songs, I think.
Okay, so maybe an hour, maybe.
Maybe an hour. But they were like boom, boom, boom,
Yeah,
boom, boom, like quick with it.
barely any talking,
Yeah, and if it was talking, he was doing it like,
leading into something.
integrated with the
Yeah.
music and stuff. So
Hmm.
he was a that man's a worker and he knows how to work a crowd and it was great.
Yeah. And then probably ended with break stuff
Ended with um
or with the Mission Impossible song.
Mission Impossible song.
Yeah, hell
Yeah,
yeah.
because it they did Nookie and I was like, okay, that's probably what they're ending it with, but then they did the Mission Impossible
Dude,
song.
that
Yeah,
song fucking slaps.
it's
Like,
really good.
oh my God.
It's great.
And I mean, I've
Um,
told my Limp Bizkit mosh story with on here before, but like that was the song. I was like,
yeah,
I need to be a
so
part of
good.
this. I need to get hurt, please.
Hmm.
Um,
Oh, if we were in seats,
oh, it would have
I
been
would be
fucked.
over. Yeah, but it's
Yeah,
Nissan Stadium.
I know. Jesse probably would have been like, yes, let's go.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
So
But
then yeah, so they wrapped up, and I was like
mhm,
watching the radar, and I'm like, this is coming for us, and it's coming for us soon.
yeah.
And I looked up Nash Severe Weather's social
Hmm.
media because I'm always stalking them when it comes to
Yeah.
storms
Yeah,
constantly.
100%. If you're in the area, keep that on lock.
Yeah.
Subscribe to all their shit. They're actually, I know a lot of people have abandoned Twitter, but their Twitter is very active when their shit going down.
Yeah, I think they're trying to do like a cast a wide net as far as
Yeah.
socials. I was looking at their Instagram stories,
Hmm.
which is just screenshots from their Twitter, I think.
Yeah.
But I looked at the radar and I looked at the last thing that they posted on their story, which was like 8 minutes from, when
Yeah.
I was looking at it. And I was like, Jesse, we gotta go inside because it's about to come down on us. And maybe we can find merch and I can go to the
Hmm.
bathroom or something. And then so we went inside and everyone's like still patiently waiting outside and like they're about to tell us to come in because lightning's coming.
Hmm.
It's coming for us. Um, so that happened. Everyone had to evacuate the stadium and get inside, which is just like a little people ant farm. And I was
Hmm.
like, I'm gonna lose it if someone else touches me. And like I know that's not fair because like we're all in the same place,
Hmm.
we're all sharing space, but I'm
Yeah, but
just like,
still.
I can't deal with this. I got anxiety.
Hmm.
So then we walked all the way down just so I was like, I just need a breather. I just need like an open space.
Hmm.
So we walked all the way down and I found a bathroom, no line, no
Damn.
people around us. And I was like, hell yes, let's pee. Um, and then so we waited like maybe 5 minutes and then the stadium gave the all clear. And then we were like walking back to our seats and I was like, hey, this merch line is like nothing. So let's
Hit
hop in
this.
here real quick because when we first got here, it was
Going,
outside, like
yeah.
going outside. Um, got merch super quick, like popped inside, popped back to our seats. Jesse went and grabbed some
Hmm.
buffalo mac and cheese that was like
God.
$18 from the from the
Also,
concession
we should
stand.
note that's fucking gross, but we should note
It
no
was
Limp
delicious.
Bizkit merch. You told me.
Oh yeah, there wasn't Limp Bizkit merch. There said that there was some sort of legal issue because I would be getting Limp Bizkit merch
Fuck
if
yeah.
it was available, but I got a pretty sick Metallica shirt that had the tour dates on the back.
Nice.
Um, and then we sat down. 5 minutes. We ate our little mac and cheese. 5 minutes passed. Metallica starts, and I'm like, didn't even get rained on.
Perfect.
No line to pee. Like, got on a merch line. And it was
Damn.
fine. Everything was great. So
Yeah.
it was crazy. Like, I I do like Metallica, but I didn't, I don't know if I was ready for like that level of like,
People
oh shit,
freaking
no,
out.
this is, well, just me being like, oh, why didn't I think this was going to be more epic than it was? Which may sound ignorant, but like, whatever. Um, because everyone, I feel like everyone loves Metallica. It's a multi-generation band.
Hmm.
Um, but it was great. It was awesome.
Yeah.
And I feel like everyone in their life should see Metallica at least once
Yeah.
because it's
I
insane.
I would agree. We've seen them. We saw them at Bonnaroo, and
Mm.
that was interesting. Seeing them in a festival setting, and
Yeah, I
like,
bet that was.
yeah, it's really interesting. You're like, oh, hmm, okay, like this is weird. And at the time, we're just like, ah, fucking Metallica. But we stayed there for like 5, 6 songs because I don't really give that much of a fuck about Metallica either. But I do agree. Seeing
Yeah,
them is like
seeing the hits was like, and
seeing the hits pretty
seeing
cool.
them play From Who the Bell Tolls and Enter Sandman and Unforgiven. Like, I was
Yeah,
like, this is crazy. This is wild, and they still sound
hmm,
amazing.
yeah. Sound
Nuts.
exactly the same. They're great. They really are great. But people, I'm telling you right now, dude, driving downtown during this week
Oof.
fucking sucked. Like
Yeah.
they were because they play 2 days on these tours and they do like a break day or whatever. And it's like if you're anywhere near where they're playing, it's just like sea of people, like
Hmm.
all over the place. Also, I feel like people definitely break the rule of like wearing the band shirt with Metallica.
Oh yeah. Like I feel
Like,
like it's one of those bands where like doesn't matter because it's fucking Metallica. Like,
hmm,
and we were having a conversation like, is Metallica the biggest band in the world?
no.
Who do you think the biggest band in the world is?
I mean, you're gonna hate my response, but I mean, it's definitely Coldplay.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh,
I think Metallica is the biggest
interesting.
rock band in the world.
Okay. Okay.
100%. Like,
Fair.
or a metal if you still consider them metal.
I would.
You would. Then they're
Hmm.
definitely the biggest metal band in the world.
Okay.
Definitely.
Coldplay is playing
Nissan.
Bridgestone soon.
Nissan.
Oh, Nissan. Oh,
July
okay.
22nd. Yeah.
Oh, you got on lock. You already know.
I happen to know. I happen to be going, but um,
All right.
they're only gonna do like 2 more tours ever, so it's
Okay.
pretty crazy. Yeah. No, we're gonna go to
Same
that.
here.
Actually, that's another show that I honestly I think everyone should see in person. Like,
Really?
even if you don't like Coldplay,
Yeah, I don't
if you
really
see
fuck with
that
Coldplay
show,
like that, but I do appreciate a performance and live music. So,
yeah, if you
you
see
know,
that show, you'll be like, oh, this is different than what I thought.
yeah.
This is
Okay.
way more entertaining.
Okay.
I don't know. It's a fucking full.
It's a
I don't
show.
know. It's a performance. Like it is like there's lights. There's fucking. They put these glowing wristbands on you that go with the music, so the whole fucking place is like on beat. It
Oh,
looks like a giant rave. It's amazing.
okay.
But we might have a fourth ticket. So
You talk to me when it gets closer, because honestly, that I don't know if I can see Coldplay. I don't know if I can
a
do.
free show, a free show,
Well, it depends on the vibes that day.
bro.
I
These
have,
tickets are like $260 a piece. Like you could just go.
I could just go. Could just fucking double fist
It'll change your fucking opinion. I'll promise you that.
$12 beers at the.
That's right. Anyway, Metallica, that's great. I'm glad Limp Bizkit met your standards too.
I knew they were, but it was more than I ever imagined.
Yeah, I
So
agree. They are weird as fuck though. Like as far as they're like
just their whole system and their whole like, that's just they're amazing. I love them.
they're no merch. They're hey guys, we're just here type of taking a vibe, and we're like, what? Did they
It was
even
like,
did they put them on the screens?
yeah, yeah, they did.
The tour, the
Um,
thing we were at when we were at Louder Than Life.
Hmm.
They told him if they put him on the screens, they'd stop playing.
Interesting.
It's so weird.
That is weird.
So weird. But
Hmm.
anyway, yeah, we should probably move on from that. Any
Yeah.
closing thoughts on Metallica?
See
Oh, how long they
Metallica,
play?
see Limp Bizkit. Metallica, probably like an hour, hour and a half.
Hmm,
Yeah.
nice. Didn't overdo it. That's good.
Yeah, and I'm no encore, which is God, the most, I love no encore bands. I don't need an encore. Just play your shit. I'm not
And
trying to
leave.
like play fucking tag with you. I'm not trying to play
Yeah,
peekaboo with you. I'm not trying
yeah.
to yell and scream until you come back outside. I don't care. Play your
Hmm.
shit and let me go home.
Yeah. Where did you guys end up parking?
Um, Lot R, so like close to the stadium.
Oh, okay. So near
Yeah.
there. Okay.
Hmm.
Um, yeah. That's great. So closing thoughts. Sorry, I cut you off.
Oh, see Limp Bizkit, see Metallica. I have no idea what Ice Nine Kills even sounds like. Like, if that's your shit,
Sounds exactly what
cool.
you think like it does.
Perfect. That I'm
Yeah.
sure they have an audience. That
They
audience
probably do.
ain't me. Yeah, it ain't me. But
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah. I think I'm probably conflating a couple of different uh tours, but we saw them. They opened up for I want to say Deftones a few years ago.
oh, okay,
I think it was Deftones, maybe Bad Flower, and then Deftones,
okay.
or what Ice Nine and then Bad Flower. I think that was the tour. But we saw them. It was interesting. It's
Hmm.
nothing I'm gonna pay for, but it's definitely like a what are they called? Anyway, I forget. I'll remember it. But it's weird. It's like very theatrical
Okay,
costumes,
yeah.
the whole
This
thing.
could be fun,
It's
but
cool. It's just like it's not. It's a vibe. It's its
yeah.
own thing. But anyways,
Moving on.
yeah. Moving on to I'm kind of thinking I want to jump into this wedding story so I don't get too tired.
Oh, please do.
Okay. So, last night or yesterday, I guess. It wasn't even night. Um, somebody invited Meg to a wedding as their plus one, and because their husband didn't want to go,
Hmm.
and she was like, "Please go with me." Like, it's also a coworker, and this person getting married is like a also a coworker, but like a not anywhere related to where Meg works. Okay,
Okay.
and so it's like a third party coworker. Okay, and Meg's like, "Hey, do you want to go to this thing?" I'm like, "Can I go?" It doesn't sound like I can go.
You're like, you're the
Uh,
plus one.
yeah, I was like, I'm on the plus one. So, um, turns out I could be the plus one. So we ended up going. It's down in like uh Cool Springs, I guess, like right
Okay.
down almost Franklin type of sitch at this
Hmm.
place, and it was really pretty. But it was like drizzly and shit. And I was like, all right, cool. I'm just gonna be a fly on the wall for this thing, I think, which is hard for me. Um, it's very hard for me. I like to be in the mix, okay? And but I didn't know anybody, so it was like really kind of weird. There was like random work people that I did know that I was like, oh, hey, what's up? Like we're here
Okay.
together, but we're not buds, so we're just here.
Hmm.
And then I was like, all right, cool, because I was like, I'm gonna be like DD for this thing. I'll only have like two drinks,
Oh,
and
look
then
at
I'll
you.
be, I know. And then I was like, you guys can get fucked up, and then we can go. So the first thing, so I said that, and I was like, I was for real. I was like, I have plenty of stuff at home. I turn up real fast when we get home. It's
Yeah.
no big deal.
After
And
party.
yeah, and so I said this. Meg's like, okay, cool. Meg tries to immediately order and just straight bourbon at the fucking bar, like
Can I have one glass of bourbon, please?
just what she said. She goes, "Can I just have bourbon, just straight up?" And the dude goes,
You know, ice cube or
so it gets better. The dude goes, ma'am, I can't really do that. I have to put something in it. And she goes, oh, really? Like what? And he goes, you know, just let me, I'll do this for you. He puts literally one cube of ice, like a fucking, not a big cube, not like a whiskey cube, like a single cube of ice, and just does just a little splash with Coke. So he said that he did it.
Oh, bourbon
And
and
so
Coke?
this chick is
I
just
don't
drinking
know.
straight bourbon at this thing, like a boss. And I'm like,
That's
God damn.
amazing.
Yeah, it's pretty
That's
great.
amazing.
So we're sitting
Love
there.
that.
I'm like, I'll have a. They had like bourbon and they had a Jack, and I was like, I'll have a Jack and Coke. So I have a Jack and Coke, and I'm like, this Jack and Coke sucks dick. So I don't want this anymore. And then
Hmm.
so I drink it and I eat the ice, and then they go back for another bourbon straight,
Another bourbon.
and
A hot bourbon.
hot bourbon, and uh, and I'm like, just grab me a Yingling. So the beer selection was very limited. So I was like, all right, grab me a Yingling. Have a Yingling. Like, man, I haven't had a Yingling in like fucking 2 years, probably. I think this is
Okay.
okay. It's a tasty treat, but it's not what I want.
Hmm.
And then I see they have, which this is what I wanted to bring up really, is they had a hop water there. I was like, oh,
Oh.
yeah. I was like a zero, zero ABV hop water from
Hmm.
Sierra Nevada.
Okay.
I was like, fuck yeah, I'm gonna mainline these things all night. So I'll be hydrated and I'll feel like I'm drinking beers. So I had to pee like 4 times, but it was worth it. But bro, okay. So me at a wedding, obviously, I like to have a good time at them, but this was a different situation. So I had to be on the wall, just watching people, which was great because I didn't know that the person who we were going this wedding was I mean, maybe not even secretively, but the dude was definitely Italian, very Italian. Okay,
Secret Italian.
no, 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 no. So
What?
like, so no, no, not secret like that, but like, it felt like there was some of the older gentlemen there having
Understood.
meetings during this situation,
Understood. I got you. Like,
and
understood.
didn't help
Okay.
that I was wearing a gold chain and a gold pinky ring on this thing, and so
Amazing.
I was like, where am I? Like, am I at somewhere I'm not supposed to be? Because like
Sure.
these dudes were the most old school Italian motherfuckers you ever seen in your life. They were like extras from Sopranos. Like it was crazy.
Probably walnuts up in that bitch.
100%.
That
And I'm
makes
sitting
me so
here
happy.
thinking like this is the greatest. I'm just gonna watch these old dudes all night. I'm talking like, the type of dudes that go around when they get there and they mouth kiss everybody, those type of guys.
Gotcha.
I was like, fuck yes. Like, what are we doing? And like, they're all like, old school. Also, they had a cappuccino, like, or a coffee cart person there.
Oh yeah, that
And
sounds
these
awesome.
motherfuckers are ordering cappuccinos. Like, it was like,
Yeah.
I was like, Jesus Christ, what is this place? And, but anyway, it was like the most random ass thing I've ever seen in my
That's
life. I was like,
amazing.
what is this wedding? Also, there was people that knew all the dances. Like there was like this like the mom knew the electric slide, the cha-cha slide, the fucking they had a mommy daughter dance that was choreographed. I was like,
Damn.
holy shit. Like this
All right.
they know what's up. Anyways, I guess what I'm trying to say is being a plus one at a wedding, I would not advise. Uh
You wouldn't? Because that sounds like fun to me. Because
it was
I ain't
it
nobody I
was
gotta talk to, ain't nobody gotta impress, ain't nobody I gotta be on my best behavior for while you were driving. But
mhm. Well,
so I'm
there's
like,
that.
that sounds like fun. I eat these people's food. I don't even know them.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, there's that. There's like the fun parts, but then there was like, what am I, what am I here for?
What
Like,
are
I
you
could be,
doing here?
yeah, like,
That's fair.
there was a lot where it was like I could just, there's a lot of stuff I could do with not being here. But
True,
like this
true.
is fun to watch. Also, I mean, you've seen me in a public setting. My ADHD goes crazy when there's shit
Hmm.
to look at. So it was
Hmm.
like I couldn't keep I couldn't keep shit straight. I'm just like, "Oh my God."
Too, you're
My
overstimulated by the people watching.
Yeah, it was bad. It was like, "Holy shit, look at this. Oh my God, look at this." And then they brought out these fucking like light up tube things and I was like, "Oh, look at this thing." I was like, it was too much to look at. I couldn't do
Amazing.
it.
Though that sounds like fun, to be honest.
It was a good time. But I don't know. Maybe it's a thing you should try if you're into
If
it.
you're a
But
plus one,
yeah, try a plus plus one. It definitely felt like a Wedding Crashers type of situation. But and the only time I've met the person who was the bride was she was super fucked up at a work event and like it was super fucked up, like faded at
amazing.
at a work event at a baseball stadium. So
Oop,
it was like all it's like when we pulled up, I was like, oh, I remember who she is. Like I definitely remember this. And
love that.
it was
Love
just
that for you.
it was great. I was like, I know this chick. She parties. Like it's down. And
We had very different Saturday nights, but
oh yeah,
well,
that's what I was thinking. Well, the reason I wanted to do these back to back is because I gave Meg an option on on Friday. I said, "Hey, it's gonna rain either
mm.
way. There's tickets to this Metallica show for $100."
Oh, nice.
And I was like, "I'll we could go to this if you want." And she was like, "Oh fuck, Limp Bizkit and Metallica, $100." And then she's like, I could see, there's like the math equation meme of the
Hmm.
lady. It was
Yeah,
all of that. And she was like contemplating how she was gonna like bail on this person.
yeah.
And I was like, you know what? Maybe we should just go to this fucking wedding. So
Oh, you kept it in line for her. That's nice.
I kept it on. I was like, ah,
She's like,
man.
I've already RSVP'd.
No, she didn't. I would
Oh, she
definitely
did.
no,
Okay.
no. And it was definitely a roll of the dice. We could have gone either way, but man, I'm kind of glad we did because the other side of that role is that we've seen all three of those bands before, like
Okay, that's
in
fair.
in another place. So
Sure.
it was like, cool. Should we go see these people again, which is sick, or we go to this
Right.
random wedding where we know no one?
I'm telling you right now, if I had seen Metallica and Limp Bizkit before, I don't know if I would have gone
Mm,
just because I just dealing with like
yeah,
not being home and in my bed by 9 o'clock.
it's
It's a
rough.
little too much for me.
It's rough. Yeah,
But so funny. That sounds like a blast.
it was pretty fun, honestly. Like the
Did Was the cake good?
I didn't have no cakes, but they had. I'm
What?
talking when I tell you this bitch
What?
was fucking Italian as shit. They had a build your own cannoli station. Like,
That's my fucking fuck you. I want to be there. Switch places. Fucking Freaky Friday, that shit right now.
oh my God, did I tell you? I maybe I shouldn't say this on air, but I'll tell it anyway. You know, my friend is directing the new Freaky Friday,
Because it's already out, right?
the Freakier Friday. No, it comes out in June, I think, or July.
Oh, but it's already done.
Yeah, it's
Like it's
done.
already wrapped.
She
Yeah, yeah.
directed it. Yeah, yeah,
That's really cool. Good for
yeah.
her.
Um,
Build your own cannoli station.
maybe we'll try to get her on here and we can ask her questions about it.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, build your own cannoli station. They had like fucking macaroons and like it was
My
like
two favorite desserts.
I know they had all the flavors too. They had the raspberry ones and the pistachio ones, like,
Oh,
and the lemon ones. You don't even get better.
fucking love lemon.
Hmm.
I love that shit. Damn. I'm
Bro, I'm
jealous.
tripping about this fucking peach cobbler thing. It's pretty good.
Yeah. Speaking of desserts,
I know, but
I'm almost done with my
nice.
special beer.
Yeah. So all in all, plus one is not that bad of a situation if you're just trying to take a nice glance at what other people's lives are.
Yeah, why
Yeah.
not?
Yeah, why not, dude? So I think we should talk about there's a couple of other topics we could go into, but I don't know if we even should. I don't know. We don't have to. We can wait for the boys to go into them because I fucking know Adam's gonna just hate on spring hardcore. He's gonna be like
Yeah.
fuck spring, fuck summer. He's like, I hate all weather. That's basically that's basically what I'll say.
Weather sucks.
I know, I fucking hate everything. But
Oh
both of
man.
them, yeah. Well, maybe we'll wait. Maybe we'll wait to do an extended episode with the boys. But they're both on. Well, Adam's not, but Drew's on a shoot today,
Nice.
and Adam is getting destroyed by the show he's on. He said he's fucking hating
Man.
it.
Been there and done that. That sucks.
I know it
I feel
sucks though.
sorry for him.
Um,
But that just reminded me that our little like weather sucks. Me and Jesse were just um being Beavis and Butthead all night last night at
nice.
Metallica because I'm like, this is
Oh, it's
we're the
perfect.
same. Cool.
Cool,
Metallica.
cool, cool. It's rad.
Because Beavis and Butthead rules. So
Oh God,
anyway,
it does rule. Also, oh, man, it does rule. It really does. Beavis and Butt is amazing.
yeah, I agree.
It really
Definitely.
is.
Anyways,
Um, yeah, we shouldn't go into too much. Well, maybe we'll save
no.
those.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, this has been fun. Go and check out Brittany's brew review coming up next week after you hear this to hear our thoughts on the beer she's been having this whole time. It's pretty cool. It's a Czech beer. That's all I'm gonna say about it.
I will say the longer I drink it, I'm not like getting over it, if that
Oh,
makes
that's
sense.
good.
So
That's
it's still
good.
very tasty.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Yeah, this cobbler thing is I think is was better super cold, but
Yeah.
whatever, you know. Um,
Like all beer. I mean,
mostly. I think some stouts are actually better when they're warm.
yeah, I
Warmer.
would agree with that. Yeah.
Like the more flavorful ones, like the chocolate ones or whatever. But
The
anyway,
one that we had at the beer festival that was a German chocolate cake
oh dude.
thing, that
Oh,
thing
that's what
was
we should that's
so
what we should end
good.
this on.
Let's do it.
Okay. Um oh, also, we might be at the game terminal um fourth and third or fourth annual beer festival coming up this in May, but I don't know. I don't know if you'll see us there. But to recap what we saw, oh, I kind of want to hear what how the horror festival Full Moon was though.
It was a lot of fun. It was 3 days of socializing with strangers, which was kind of
Cool.
difficult for me,
Hmm.
but being in that environment was really cool and just hanging out and kind of treating it as a vacation because we were staying in the hotel was like
Oh, that's
the
cool.
best part. Like we would go and eat at the restaurant and then we would go up to the room and count all of our money and Scrooge McDuck with all of our cash. And then, the hotel TVs got ridiculousness on for like 24 hours straight.
Of
So we're
course
just
they
like
do.
watching that. Um, Bunch of cool vendors there and we did really well and got the
Nice.
word out about Danger Zone video. So it was really cool.
Nice.
Yeah. It
What
was a lot of
hotel?
fun.
Where are you staying?
It was the Sonesta airport hotel
Oh,
because it
okay.
has like an attached convention center.
Oh, so it wasn't at Full Moon. It was at this thing.
No, no, it was yeah. So they
Oh,
have like this huge like event space that is in the hotel.
I had no idea. I thought this was
Yeah.
at Full Moon the whole time.
No, it would not be big enough for that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very cool. I'm glad you had a good time. You see Natty Light there?
He did. He was one of our first customers, which was
Of
very
course he
nice
was.
because we were the first 30 minutes when everyone was like getting in, we were
Mm-hmm.
just like, oh God, is anybody gonna buy anything from us? We were just like, no
Oh,
one's looking at us, no one's coming to our table, no one gives a fuck. We spent
well,
all this money to be here and now we're just gonna be fucked this whole weekend.
oh no.
But no, it was just people like filing in and going to the David Howard Thornton line like immediately.
Who
So
is who? Just for
he is Art the Clown from the Terrifier movies. He was there.
there you go.
Yep.
Is he
And
creepy in real life?
I
As a
wouldn't
human, not as a, I know as Art the Clown,
say
yes, but
I wouldn't call him creepy. I would be like, this is not a knock and this is not an insult, but he looks like a dude who shops at like a comic book store.
okay.
Like he's just
I
straight
mean
up,
that
he just
he's a
looks like a
nerd.
nerd.
Yeah.
Yeah, which we're all nerds, so
I mean,
it's
he
like,
looks like, I mean, he look in in the movies he's a nerd, like kind of
yeah.
like Art the Clown is not threatening looking until he starts fucking murdering people.
Yeah, and it's funny because like when we were setting up and we're like when the convention wasn't happening and we're kind of all like socializing with like the vendors and the guests and
Hmm.
stuff, he's just walking around and Jesse's like, "Oh my God, this is crazy!" He's walking out of he just walked out of the elevator and while we were walking in, and I was like, "Who?" Because I was like, I didn't
Yeah.
I didn't know I didn't clock him like at all. Um, but then I kept seeing him everywhere, and I'm like, "This is weird. I can't handle this."
That's weird. I
Yeah.
would be creeped out, especially with staying in the hotel. I'd be like, fuck this.
Yeah. Stayed in
Like,
this. Yes,
I'm
definitely.
bolting this bitch. Like, you kidding me? But
No, it was a good time. Everyone's so nice there and it
mhm.
was it was great.
That's the thing I think is weird about these, like, well, not weird, but is nice about these communities. Like every, whether it's like the beer community or like the horror community or like skateboarding or whatever, like it's when you get in it, it's usually pretty nice. Like you feel like,
Hmm.
you know, I don't know. I think that's the
Yeah.
thing I kind of avoid is like communities that feel shitty. You know, all the ones that I
Yeah.
think I'm in are like pretty welcoming.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I mean, I think if you entered a community and you would be like, "Hey, this fucking sucks," you would leave it really quickly because you're just
Yeah.
not a person that sticks around for things that fucking
No, I'm not. Definitely not.
suck.
I'm like, fuck this. Uh, yeah, yeah, 100%. But we should talk about our recap of the East Nashville Beer Festival.
Sure.
So we got there. Okay, so you got there. I mean, you were kind of tripping a little bit. You were like, "Fuck, this is a
I
lot of
was.
people."
Because I got there first
Yeah.
and because I'm an anxious person, I didn't know what to expect. And I was
Hmm.
like,
Which
I
I
took an
didn't know.
Uber.
I didn't know that you were hadn't gone. I forgot you hadn't gone. So I
Yeah,
was
no,
like,
it's all
"Oh,
right.
cool. I'll
Like,
be there." You know.
yeah, I took an Uber there, which I don't take Ubers now
Hmm.
because it's really sketchy in Nashville, and I'm not
Yeah.
trying to do any of that. But I'm like, let me
No.
be responsible if I'm gonna be trying
Did
25 beers.
Did you know that I think it's Lyft has a option where if you are a woman, you can have a woman drive you.
Yeah, I was trying to find that, but I was just trying to get out the door at that point. But yeah, I need to
Yeah.
circle back.
Can I Meg has it on her account or like
Okay.
her set up for her, so you can check with her or whatever. She'll
Yeah,
walk you through it.
ask her what it is. I usually
But
don't even deal with
yeah,
it, but that's the responsible thing to do in this situation.
100%.
So I Ubered there and like he dropped me off on the opposite side of the entrance. And I was like, you
Oh
know what,
God.
let's walk. Like,
Yeah.
sure, I gotta get my steps in. And then so I just like beeline to like one tent because I
Yeah.
was like, there's so many people here. I was not expecting this. There's live music playing, and I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
oh God, live music when I didn't expect it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I
And then
get
I'm
it.
just like posted up against this tree drinking this like my first beer, and I'm like, okay, okay, trying to like, be
Chill.
normal. I'm just like in the corner, like, yes, I'm a normal person who enjoys things.
I am normal.
I am
Uh,
human. This is
yeah.
enjoyable for me.
Yeah. And I think
But
probably that's when I found you, right?
yeah, yeah. When you
Okay,
found
cool.
me, I was like, and then they had the wrestling, which was cool because that was like
Hmm.
breakup of the live music and stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, I like
Take your
wrestling,
mind
so
off
let's
of it.
watch this. And
Hmm.
um, so then you found me, and then we just started to fucking have a blast.
Yeah. I thought it's fun, right? You had a fun
Oh,
time.
I had so much fun. Like
Yeah.
I I don't even know if there would be something that I would have done differently, you know? Like
Yeah.
I don't
It
it
it's
was great.
definitely like after so I've been to a few of them at this point. And it's like it's to this specific festival and it's like you kind of have to do it a certain way. Like you break it up into sections. Like you kind of like do
Mm,
one full tent, check it out,
Yeah.
Then you're like, all right, cool. Let's maybe look at the second tent. And then you get food.
Yes,
And
food is
then
important.
food's important. But then you also check like the seltzer or like CBD section. Be like, all right,
Sure.
we gotta get this pain in check. Gotta do a couple
See,
of
I was not mixing, but I understand
yeah.
the process and
Yeah. The process
the
is like
strategy.
I know my feet are gonna kill me later. So
Sure.
like let's go ahead and let's mitigate that a little bit. And then then you sit down, you eat, then you explore the second or third tent. There's it's a whole process. And then you have to have a plan for food afterwards. So
Man.
um yeah, it's like I'm glad, dude. I'm so happy that you went. Oh my God. So happy.
I think our little day worked out perfectly.
Hmm.
My friend came and met with us, and then my other friend showed up
Yeah.
and met with us, and we they're both work friends, so that was interesting. Got to hang out with
Hmm.
them outside of work and everything. And like show them some like because they're both out of towners, so
Yeah.
like this is something that Nashville does. It's really cool.
Yeah.
You know, and got to hang out with you with them, and it was a blast.
Yeah, I think it was a lot of fun. You can check one of those breaks on our live if you hit the
I
live
was
button on our site, not on
drunk.
the YouTube site.
I was drunk at that point.
Yeah, Brittany's like, there's a hilarious. I sent her a screenshot, and I was like trying to. So I got these new lapel mics, and I was like, I wonder how these work. We're just gonna test. We're gonna fucking raw dog test them at this thing, right? We didn't have any testing, and so we go and we test them out, and they're way louder than I thought. And there's a certain point where you leaned
I
into the
blow it up.
camera and you're just like, can you hear me? It's fucking hilarious.
I wasn't so gone.
No,
I
you
wasn't
weren't
even
like
hungover.
fading.
I wasn't
Yeah.
sick or like I was
No.
like feeling right.
Feeling great. Yeah.
Yeah, it was
That's the key. You can't get
it's
too
the
fucked
key.
up.
No, because then you don't even have fun.
Mm-mm.
That's so funny though. I forgot that we went live and then you sent me that picture and I was like, good Lord Almighty.
It's hilarious. Like, also, I realized, like, yeah, I was probably pretty there too. Like,
Yeah.
because was talking to your friend as we're folding up that blanket, and it's just on mic. Like,
Yeah.
it's so whack. I was like, oh my God, what are we
That's
doing?
so funny. Um, so I didn't even send you, I didn't even tell you this, but I ranked the 25 beers that I tried and
Did you?
for Sobros. So
Oh,
I
it's
need to send
amazing.
you the link so you can
Uh,
I don't know if
is
you
it on
can
their
put it
YouTube?
in the show notes.
I'll go check it out
Probably not their YouTube because it's on their
on the
uh,
website.
yeah, it's an article and that's not a video.
Okay, cool. Maybe
Yeah.
we'll go on that the next time. Here, I'll type it in our notes right now.
Yeah, I can send you the post. Maybe you can put it in the show notes or something.
Yeah, shout out Stony. Cerberus
Yeah.
25 top at East Nash Beer Fest.
I
We'll
don't
talk
even
about that
remember
next time.
what my top one was. I think
It's gotta be that fucking cotton candy thing.
it was close. It
The
was up
unicorn.
there. Yeah, I
I
did
think it
out
was
of
so good.
five ranking. So yeah, that
Nice.
cotton candy thing was crazy.
Yeah, we went back. Actually, I have a picture of it. I forget what it was like. I'm gonna hold on. I'm gonna pull it up what it was because like I haven't had that many pictures since then. But, but it was like we went back what 5 times for that thing? 4 times?
I think I only had it twice, but I think the
Did we?
rest of y'all had it a couple times.
Yeah, I had it a couple. Mystical Unicorn Nectar. Cotton Candy Sour from Common John Brewing, which Common John's in Manchester, and they're very cool people. Um,
Yeah.
it's only a 4.2 though, so maybe that's why we weren't getting like faded.
Mm. Which
Mm.
is nice. I mean,
Yeah,
for if you're drinking like
yeah, hundred
all
percent.
of that.
But we did have some pretty heavy shit when we were there too.
Hmm. We sure did.
Yeah. I remember having a yeah. There's a dude. There's too much. There's a lot. There's a lot of shit we had that we were like, oh, this is gnar. We had that waveform supernova from broadcast. That was like the one that launched at
Yeah, that was
2:30. That was
yeah,
really
that was
good.
good. We tried that. The one, Jesus, now I can't even remember. Um,
Some stuff from
the
Calf
sour
Killer.
the sour brown ale.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Remember when
yeah.
we tried that? That was good.
That was good. Got some stuff from Left Hand. We had you had your first Delirium beer, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, yeah,
Pretty
that's
cool.
true.
And yeah, was it the Saison DuPont? No, was it? Ah, dude, we had so much weird shit. It was so random.
I love trying the weird shit. Remember the freaking banana wine?
Oh, dude, banana wine. Yeah, oh, actually. Oh,
I put that on the
I
rankings
totally forgot
too.
about banana wine until you just said it.
I was like, I know the same beer, but fuck you, I'm putting it on the
Dude,
list.
banana wine's fire. Like it's for real fire.
Yeah,
Like I was surprised. Oh, also your boy that you're one of your buddy's friends, like
he wasn't a
didn't
fan.
get to try it and he was bummed.
Oh,
But
he that's right. That's right. He didn't get to try because they were out or something.
dude, I must yeah, no, that was I was kind of faded at that point.
But
But
that was from Music City Brewers, and I can't really find information on them.
I don't know anything about them. So
Yeah.
maybe it's in our hot passport that we both bought,
Yeah.
which is
Yeah,
very cool.
I forgot that we bought those too.
Yeah.
I'm pulling up the the article because I just want to know what I put
Yeah.
first, or
Actually, I
if you
think
want
I
to pull it
saved the
up.
beer list. I'll bring up the beer list next time when we talk about this. I saved it in like OneDrive or something.
Hmm.
But I think we can probably wrap it up. I think we both had a
We've been
great
talking
time.
too long.
we I think we both had a great time. I think it was great. I think it was a lot of fun. And more people should join us next year. I think Stony needs to get off of this thing where he goes to fucking flea market thing.
That he does every year, so I
I
can't be
know.
mad at him about
I
that at
can't. But he can
all.
bring his mom. I don't know. It'd be fun.
Oh, oh, she
Bring
would
his mom.
not. She would
Oh.
not be into it.
Well,
Sweetest lady in the world.
oh,
Though,
shout out
okay,
to Stony.
the top one my top beer was Three Floyds Age of Otters IPA. That's what it was. I just want
Age
you
of
to know.
Otter. Can you did I try all these? I must have tried all these with you.
Yeah, I think
So
so.
we tried 25 beers.
Yep.
Fuck yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty impressive,
For real.
honestly.
And then we
20
ended the day at
at Smith and Lentz.
Smith and Lynn's Pizza,
Yeah, which
which was
also a brewery.
delicious.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it was great. I like Smith and Lentz a lot. I think it's the last couple of years I've gone to this festival, I walk there after every time, except for last year because fucking Kenny. Kenny Kenny was like, "Yo, let's walk back to this apartment we're renting or whatever." And I was like, "How far is it?" He's like, "Oh, it's just around the corner." I was like, "All right, cool." It's like a mile and a half away. And dude, I was faded too. So it was like
Yeah, it was a
it was
struggle.
rough
That's
walking there.
funny.
And he's like,
Amazing.
You want anything to drink?" I'm like, "Yeah. Yeah, 100% I want something to drink when you get here." But it was great. Shout out to Kenny. And yeah, man, it's a fun time. I hope more people will go next year. I think it's only one of a dozen, or not even a dozen, one of a handful of beer festivals that Nashville holds anymore.
Yeah.
Because I think the winter warmer's done. It's done. I don't
Dang.
think they're having it anymore.
Bummer.
Even though it was fun, I mean, we both went to that. That
Hmm.
was really cool. Actually, that was my first beer festival. I think me, you, and Meg went to. That was cool.
I think East Nashville Beer Fest was my first beer festival. So,
No, you went to the winter warmer with us.
oh God. Yeah.
Yeah,
But it
that's what
was,
I'm
I
trying to
feel like
say.
this was like another
Yeah,
level.
it is, but it's like the same company that puts it on. So,
True, true, true.
but yeah, very cool, very fun. Yeah, come join us next time we're out there. We might be at this game terminal thing. I think it's on the 17th, maybe, but I don't know. Maybe not,
Let's see. I'll have to talk to you
but
about that. It's my mom's birthday weekend.
I might not be going. I think my parents are in town, so
Yeah, big parents weekend.
it is really. Um, but anyways, this has been fun. Next week, go and check out Brittany's brew review. We're reviewing the beer that she had on this episode, which is very cool. Beer that you're not gonna find. Um, and it's pretty interesting. Not from
Yeah.
this side of the world.
Nope.
But anyways, we appreciate anybody who's hitting that subscribe, that notifications button. It's been your boy, Pat Artist. This is Brittany Fernandez. This is another episode of Quick Sixer. We out.